Welcome to the Unaffiliated Creators Podcast, a show where independent artists can learn from other independent artists. My name is kaeveryday, and each week I will be speaking with some of the most creative minds in the indie music space, trying to figure out what they have learned while navigating through the music industry without the support of major record labels. This podcast is brought to you by the good people over at King Nuppy Studios and powered by Red Weasel Media. Thanks for tuning in to the Unaffiliated Creators Podcast. I'm your host, kaeveryday. This is episode number 1. Yes, you heard me right. This is episode number 1. Before I really get into telling my story about being an independent artist, I want to take this time to just say, hey guys, take it easy on me. This is my first episode, so I know I'm going to make mistakes. But please just give me some feedback on areas that I can improve in, because at the end of the day, you know, we're trying to get better. As I learn, you learn, we all learn. At the end of the day, we all family. So I just want to make this the best podcast experience as it can be. So again, just take it easy on me. This is episode number 1. So the premise of this podcast is I'm going to be bringing on independent artists, and they're going to share their story. So we're learning from each other. So I'm an independent artist myself. So I'll also be sharing things that I've learned in my story. And then the guests will be telling me things that they've learned and sharing their experiences. And the listening audience, obviously, you guys, most of y'all will be independent artists. So y'all will be able to come on and listen to the podcast. And hopefully we're all learning from each other as we go through this journey trying to navigate through the music industry. Now, with that being said, so since this is the first episode, I figured I would just come on here and kind of explain the premise of the show, tell you a little bit about myself, tell you my journey in this music industry, and I'll share you some things that I've learned, and hopefully you guys can take some nuggets away. And like I said, I will be bringing on independent artists in the weeks to come, so you guys can learn from them. So first, kaeveryday. That's my stage name, but what does that actually mean? Well, my real name is Kirk Allen. So for years, I went by just K.A. because that's my initials. But when I actually started the process of putting out music on all the different platforms, when I tried to just use the stage name K.A., I got a message back saying that somebody had already used that name, or somebody's actually using that name. So y'all know, you guys have probably experienced this when you try to create an email address. You know, they'll say, hey, well, somebody's already using that. Why don't you use, KA12345 I didn't want to do that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to come up with something different. So the reason why I came up with kaeveryday is because I'm the same person when I'm on stage performing, and when you just see me out and about, or people that really know me, they know I don't switch into a character when I'm the artist. And then when you see me in my regular daily life, I'm some different person. I'm the same person every day. So that's why I just said, hey, my stage name would just be kaeveryday. So that's basically the meaning behind the name kaeveryday. So a brief introduction about myself. So I would like to share with you guys kind of how I got started in singing and stuff like that. So I was around 5 years old, and back then, I know I'm kind of dating myself. We used to actually listen to the radio. There were things called radios back then. And what I would do is when a song would come on the radio, I would just sing along with the song. And it got to a point where when a song would come on and I was singing with the song, I realized that I could just listen to the melody of the song and I could sing it exactly how the person on the radio was singing it. So when I realized that I could just hear notes and I could basically duplicate what I was hearing, that's when I realized at a young age that maybe this singing thing is something that I need to do, and I enjoyed it. So I just, I kept it up. I sang all the way up through high school. I was in chorus. I made all-state chorus, district chorus, and all of that stuff. Always had the solos and all the, chorus concerts and things like that. I know a lot of y'all out there probably say, oh, man, he a nerd, man. He was in chorus. But to be honest with you guys, I actually made being in chorus cool. So, kudos to me, I guess. So I just kept it up. I enjoyed singing. It was a passion of mine. But I actually didn't really start trying to pursue it as a career until I graduated from high school. But to be honest, even then, early on in my music journey, I really just wanted to be an artist. I really wasn't looking at trying to be a songwriter. I wasn't looking at trying to be a music producer or anything like that. That's all I wanted to do was sing, and that's it. But as I kept going down this path, one of my close homeboys, his name is Prince. He goes by many names. He's a music producer, Prince. I call him P. Feeve, Shiptown Slick, Angry Hearts Deluxe. He kept it real with me. He was like, the way that the music industry is going now, you basically have to learn how to do everything yourself if you're going to make it in this industry. So at first, I really didn't want to do it, to be honest, because I guess I was being lazy. I was just like, hey, that's all I want to do is just sing. I'm not really trying to be writing my own songs and doing all this other stuff. But, of course, I found out that he was right. Nowadays, especially being an independent artist, because you're doing most of the stuff yourself and you don't have these big budgets and stuff to, money to really be paying a lot of people to do this stuff, you basically have to do a lot of the stuff yourself. So if you guys don't learn anything from me today, just trust me when I say being an independent artist is hard. I'm going to say it again in case y'all didn't hear me the first time. Being an independent artist is hard. And the reason why I say it's hard is I'm going to just speak, from my experiences why I'm telling you that it's hard. I'm going to walk you through the whole process of what I do when I create a song. Okay. So I'm not the kind of person where I could just songwrite without a beat. I'm going to be honest with you. I like to have a track first so I can hear, the notes, the melodies that's going on in the track. So I produce the track first. I'm also a music producer. So I make the track first. And when I make a track that I like and I can hear myself being on that song, then I write the song. So I'm making the track. Then I'm writing the song. Then after I write the song, then I'm recording the song myself. I'm at home. I have all the equipment. I'm hitting the record button. I'm putting in all the vocals and everything. And then after I record the song, then I'm actually engineering the song. So I'm the one that's going in, cleaning up all the vocals, mixing it, engineering it, mastering it, and everything. Then after I do that, then you got to put the song out. So then I'm going through the whole process of using DistroKid to put the song out on all the digital platforms. But then it don't stop there. So after you put the song out, or actually before that, you have to use this thing we call social media to help promote the song. So I'm on IG, TikTok, Twitter, all these different places, trying to be savvy, coming up with different things to try to promote the song. So when the song does come out, people even know that it exists. So with all that being said, that's a lot of things that you're having to do, and that's just for one song. So just think about it when you're doing a whole album. You're having to do all of those steps however many times. If you're doing an album that has 10 songs, you're doing all of those steps each time. So it can be time consuming and it can seem like a daunting task because you're doing a lot. If you're an artist with a major record label, they have a staff of people that's doing a lot of these things. So you don't have to worry about doing a lot of the social media stuff. They have people doing that for you. A lot of times you're not really making your own beats. They either got in-house producers or you finding, they'll link you up with whoever's the hottest producer at the time because they're trying to create a buzz around you. So you're not having to worry about making the beat. And a lot of times record labels aren't going to let you write songs, starting out. They're going to have songwriters that's their job to just write songs, and they're going to write a song for you. And basically, they're going to have everything done for you. The only thing you have to do is just go in the booth and just sing the song or just rap the song. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. It just makes it a lot easier. So if I would say what's the pros or cons of being an independent artist, I would just say that pros of being an independent artist is the fact that you have a lot of flexibility. You own everything. You control everything. And everything is on your terms. You the one that decides when you want to drop a song, when you want to drop a project, what kind of music you want to make, what kind of image you want, all of that stuff. But when it comes to being signed with a major record label, a lot of times, since they're the ones that's backing you or they're the ones that's funding it, they're going to be in control of, hey, I want you to have this certain kind of image. I want you to dress a certain kind of way. I want you to look a certain way. hey, I want you to sing about or rap about these things. I want your music video to look like this. I want this project to come out, now instead of next week or whatever the case may be. So being an independent artist, you are in a lot of control of the situation, but you're doing a lot of the work yourself. So I would say, those are the pros and cons of being an independent artist. Real quick, I know there's some music producers that's going to be listening to this podcast. And again, I can only share with you what I've been through. Don't sit around and just keep waiting for somebody to jump on your songs, because you're going to be waiting forever. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. So what I did, because I just hate waiting on other people. At the end of the day, you want to move how you want to move. And I was making beats. And I'm not saying I'm the best music producer in the world, but I know I'm not the worst either. And I got beats that sound better than a lot of stuff I've been hearing, but that's just, maybe that's just my opinion because it's my stuff, right? But, I just got tired of, you'll send a beat to somebody and it's like they dragging their feet. They got 50 million reasons why. Oh, I'm already working on this. I'm working on that. They push your stuff to the back. So I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to stop sending beats out to all these different people and I'm going to make a beat and I'm just going to start rocking on my own beats. I'm going to show people how to take my beat and I'm going to show them how to make the jam hot. So basically that's what I've been doing. So all of the music that you heard from me so far, every track is a track that I produced. Every song is a song that I wrote. And I pretty much did the whole song from start to finish. So, at the end of the day, I just feel like even if you think the song is whack or you don't think it's hot, you don't like it, I just think it says a lot when you can say, hey, you know what? Yeah, you might not like this song, but I did everything to make that song from start to finish. Everybody can't say that. So I just wanted to share that with you. So that's just my journey so far. It's being an independent artist. I hope you guys learned something from what I had to share with you today. And at this point, I know y'all getting tired of me rambling. I know I done probably said a lot in a short amount of time. So that's pretty much all I wanted to share with you guys. So this is KA Everyday signing off. Until next time.